The map is Naro Station, spawning up in the top right-hand position from CJ Entis, the blue Zerg. His name is Songduri.
His opponent from WOONJIN Stars, his name is Zero, and he's spawning as the red Zerg on the opposite side of the map.
So, ZvZ on Naro Station. I have to say we've been seeing a lot more Protoss than any other race get sent out on this map.
Definitely. In 2013, Songduri is only 1-2. However, his opponent is 11-7. And when it comes to ZvZ, Songduri has 1 loss, but Zero is 7-2.
So, you know, when it comes to ZvZ, pretty obvious to say that Zero is going to have an advantage coming into this. And we already have a gas cancel coming from our CJ player, so it looks like okay, gas trick, never mind. I was a little bit worried there. I was like, wait, is he going to go for the temp pool again? Thankfully, he didn't.
I think we're so little thrown off from the last game.
As well. Have positive frame here going on to the next game. Hopefully we won't see anything like that again in the near future in StarCraft.
Sigh. Both players just droning up heavily right now, and you're going to have to see it's basically a 15 pull versus 15 hatch, or both players going for the 15 hatch. Well, Songduri decides to go for the 15 pull, and Zero doing the same thing.
So both players opening up identical builds. Also, I've noticed that a lot of Zerg players have been opting to play more aggressive recently in ZvZ, so I guess this was the standard, and then players moved away from it, and now it looks like players are maybe moving back towards that, so just really back and forth with the metagame here.
It's pretty much a full circle, I have to say.
The circle's already happened like twice already, so this is like the 3rd time that the players are doing this.
All right, both players getting in a hatchery. And yeah, exactly identical builds by these 2 players, and we haven't seen any deviation from these 2 players so far.
Yeah, well, of course it is a mirror matchup, so things like this do tend to happen. It's not unheard of.
And when it comes to the mirror style, it really depends on who micros better, who macros better in those situations. It's not more about the build order fight. Whoa, the main difference is that Zero did not get a gas for himself.
Yeah, looks like Zero opting to be a little bit greedier, going to get a few more drones out here, and this Overlord from our CJ player will see the lack of gas here. So
did he actually see it?
I think he barely saw it, and then he snuck his Overlord out of there.
So what is Songduri's response against Zero going for the really late gas? He could try to punish it by going really fast Zerglings with Speedlings and even Banelings, or he might just play it safe while getting extra economy for himself, getting more drones out, while using the fact that he has more gas than his opponent.
Well, it looks like our WOONJIN player, he's getting 2 gases, so eventually he will catch up in the gas count.
However, that also means that Songduri is going to have faster tech out for himself. The speed is already out on the way for our CJ Entis player, while Zero, our WOONJIN Stars player, just started mining gas.
Yep. So, yeah. Sorry guys, nothing too terribly interesting going on in this game here.
Well, let's talk about ZvZ a little more in Heart of the Swarm. Like you said, there has been a lot more aggression in the beginning of the game. We see a lot more players trying to use the Zerglings and Banelings to try to harass their opponent, try to pressure them. And most players take into Lair and then go into Spire Tech to go for the huge Muta versus Muta that's so popular in Heart of the Swarm. Now, players are trying to find ways how to counter the Muta. Some players are going back to the Fungals once again to try to defend against it, but let's see what these players prepared. Both players are going for the Baneling Nest right now.
Indeed, both players are going for the Baneling Nest. We have 12 Zerglings on the way for our WOONJIN Stars player, though, so it looks like he is 16, getting a few more now, so it looks like Zero, he wants to get aggressive on this map here and make some moves here, make some waves. We do have the Spine Crawler on the way, though, for our CJ player.
For a second, I read that as 24 Zerglings for a second, so maybe I think I just misread it for a second.
Hang in there.
This is what.
Supernova.
Whoa, wait a minute. I might be right because we have 60 more Zerglings coming out. He already has about 20 Zerglings out.
All right, so it looks like we will see a lot more Zergling pressure here. Roach Warren is on the way, though, from Songduri, so he's going to bank on defending until the Roaches are out. The problem is Zergling speed, it's almost done here, and that is a very large Zergling count here that's going to come out. The Baneling Nest is out, though, so, you know, it's going to really be up to Songduri to make Banelings in time for the Zerglings.
He doesn't have Zerglings, however.
Uh-oh, this is actually really bad for Songduri. Now the Zerglings, they're going to move in here a lot, being morphed into Banelings, and that Spine Crawler, I'm not sure how long it's going to be alive for. The Queen Wall going to go down as well, even making the Banelings, they're just getting completely shredded apart here. Songduri caught with his pants down, essentially.
Songduri's game plan was to go for the Roach pressure. I mean, you said it's something with the
Banelings are coming in, and all of the drones getting completely massacred here. Zerglings going into the main mineral line. That's going to be it. The Roaches are going to come out, but what are Roaches going to be able to do when you have no drones to back them up? This is pretty much it, I have to say, at this point.
There's no way the Songduri can win at this point. The Roaches are trying to buy some time, but that's not going to be enough.
Ling reinforcements from Zero are pretty much going to seal the deal. 34, 36. All right, pretty much every single drone has been killed. That's going to be it. GG. Zero taking a very quick and swift victory over his opponent Songduri. That was just, I want to say, a smackdown, man.
Yeah. Just to make one correction, Songduri's game plan was to go for the Roach pressure. So he was trying to go for the Roaches, and he saw the Zerglings only when the Zerglings moved out on the map.
Right.
So he just didn't have any answer.
He didn't have any answer. Zero taking quite an easy